All right, students, so this is today's lesson. We are finding the equation in standard form. So we have been looking or solving or writing equations in y equals mx plus b or in point slope, the y minus y1. But this time we want to do it in standard form, so in this format. Okay, but we got to do it through the points this and that. Okay, so I have 2 points, x, y, x, y. So this right here that I did is kind of like what should be going on in your brain. This is your thinking process that should be happening. So I need to write the equation of a line. They give me 2 points. So your thinking process should be, do I have 2 points? Well, yes, I do. If I have those 2 points, then that means I have to use the table that we have been using with the y, the x, the process, and the y, to solve the equation in this format, y equals mx plus b. Once I have it here, then I can easily make it be standard form. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here, and the points that they gave me were these. So I'm going to put them on the table and get that equation. So I have 2, -2, -6, and 1. Okay, so from -2 to 1 would be +3, and from 2 to -6 is -8. If you can't do this in your head, you enter in the calculator from bottom to top. 1 minus -2, it should give you +3. -6 minus 2, and it should give you -8. Your slope then, change in y's, which are over here, is +3, and changes in x's, it's -8, which goes over here. Okay, so that's your slope. I'm going to plug it in here. -3/8, -3/8. I'm going to plug in my x's. Okay, when I try the first one, -3/8 times 2, okay, it's going to give me -3/4. Okay, so I'm going to put it in little right here. So I need to go from 3/4 negative to -2. If you don't know how to do that in your head, you put it in the calculator. -2 minus -3/4 to see what you're missing. What you're missing is going to be your b. Okay, this is your slope m. This in parentheses are your x's. And this that you're missing is your b. So from -3/4 to -2, again, if you don't know how to do it mentally, you put it in the calculator. -2 minus -3/4, and you should get -5/4. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this here as my equation. -3/8x minus 5/4. So now I have it in y equals mx plus b. But remember, I want it in standard form. So in standard form, I need to have my variables on the left and my constants on the right. My variables being x and y. And in this case, they're not both on the left. The x is on the right, so I got to move that to the left. So I'm going to start by doing that. So I have -3/8. So the opposite, in order to move it to the left, I'm going to have to add 3/8x so that this becomes a 0. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. So now, on the left side, I have, and I'm going to list the x's first because that's what the formula for standard has. The y was still there, so I have my x and my y. And on this side, I have the -5/4. So far so good. I have my x's, the y's, and the constant on the right side. However, remember that the a has to be greater than or equal to 0, free of fractions, free of decimals. So right here it's not, it's a fraction. So I have to multiply all the terms on both sides by something so that this becomes a whole number and not a fraction. So I look at the denominator. The denominator is 8. And this is already positive, so I don't have to worry about negatives or positives. So if the denominator is 8, I'm going to multiply by 8 so that I can cancel that fraction. You can enter in the calculator 8 times 3/8, and you should get 3x because the 8 would cancel here. You can enter in the calculator 8 times, here's an invisible 1, so it would be 8y. And then on the other side, you can enter this in the calculator, negative 5 over 4 times 8, okay? And you should get negative 10. Now I have it in standard form.